Undisputed #1 team in the country, LSU, in Lexington to take on Kentucky. Matt Flynn already up 17-14, finds Richard Dixon in the third quarter, and the Bayou Bengals have a 10-point lead. Andre Woodson. He set an NCAA record for consecutive passes without being picked off, but Chad Jones, star baseball player 2, plays center field, takes it away. Turnover, and here's Flynn trying to add to the lead, and Keith Zinger can't haul it in. LSU would have to settle for a field goal. That would be huge, Mayday, because Andre Woodson to Jacob Tammey.
Nice protection by the offensive line. Andre Woodson stands tall and delivers the ball to Tammey for the score.
LSU at its lead sliced to 27-24, and now Flynn is picked off by Trevon Lindley, and here come the Cats, Lou.
Just the pass was underthrown, and the momentum's coming along. They couldn't get it in the end zone. They do settle for a field goal.
Lona Siebert ties the game at 27. LSU now with just over 90 seconds to go. Brandon LaFell slipped, and so did the ball a little bit short. Another missed opportunity for #1. They were back in Lexington for the first time since the miracle in the Bluegrass. They were trying to break Kentucky's heart again late. Richard Murphy racing down the sidelines. LSU trying to pull one out with 2 ticks to go. Colt David from 57 yards to win it. High enough, long enough, not straight enough. Overtime. Just missed it by that much, says the hat Les Miles. Kentucky gets it first in overtime. Woodson under pressure, not sacked all day, by the way. But wait, Tyson Jackson, bonehead made it.
Big bonehead play. You can't do that. You're not going to get away with it. Got penalized for it.
First down, Wildcats. Woodson, Stevie Johnson sets up first and goal, and the freshman track star Derek Lott punches it in, Luke.
Just a tremendous effort there, but I want to say this. That was a great goal line stand by LSU until that play.
Barely got it in. Richard Murphy gets it in easily, and LSU answers in overtime and ties it up at 34. They trade field goals in the second OT, third OT. Woodson firing, incomplete, but there's the flag, and the penalty gives Kentucky a first and goal. Now pump fake, and a Pontiac game-changing nominee, Steve Johnson, the 2 that hooked up to beat Louisville. They do it again. Woodson to Johnson. They went for 2, didn't get it. So LSU can win the game with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Jacob Hester rumbles up the middle for 6. Second and 4. Hester now no gain. LSU notice they've run it twice. They haven't gone to the outside. They haven't thrown the ball. Hester trying it on third down. Only picks up 2, and now the big fella's limping off with 2. 9 for 9 is the hat on fourth down. But Charles Scott, a block was missed. Another miracle in the Bluegrass. No miracle, but Kentucky knocks off LSU.
Got a team that's sick. That did not enjoy this, and I'm gonna have to regroup. You're going to have to improve. You're going to have to work hard and get ready for another damn strong opponent next week. So that's how I see it.
I'm extremely proud of them. They just kept coming back and back and back, and we didn't play well all the time, but that's because LSU is a great team, and they are really something, and for us to be able to come back and get them in overtime was huge. It's just a huge, huge win.
Huge indeed, and the nation's longest winning streak at 13 straight comes to an end. LSU started that streak, by the way, hasting Kentucky 49-0, and then Kentucky turned around too. They've won 11 of 13 since. They've been very good in conference play, and the offense has just been off the charts. And Kentucky, a resurgent power, because they haven't really been a power since Bear Bryant was the head coach there in the 50s. They beat a #1 team for the first time since 1964, and it's just another day at the office in this crazy 2007 college football season. Glad to have you with us on College Football Final, powered by Pontiac. Alongside my buddies and partners, Lou Holtz, Mark May, I'm Reese Davis. None of us, a lot of college football years under our hats and belts here. None of us can remember a season quite like this one. LSU's defense has a 13-point lead. They can't hold it. Kentucky's offense hadn't been great at protecting the passer, though Woodson has been effective. He doesn't get sacked the entire game, and the Cats are able to pull off the upset.
Well, the reason why was because, of course, the offensive line. It starts with the guys up front. Kentucky's offensive line was magnificent against the best defense in the country. You look at LSU coming into this game, they were terrific at stopping the run. They were ranked 4th, but LSU gets it done with the guys up front. And both running backs, Derek Locke and Tony Dixon, combined for 125 yards on the ground against this defense that's been giving up less than 59 yards per game. And as Reese mentioned, their offensive line kept their quarterback, Andre Woodson, clean, 38 attempts, no sacks. He was able to stand tall in the pocket, make completions vertically downfield. Those were the keys to the game for Kentucky.
When you see these things happen week after week, and you have to sit there and say, how does it happen? As a coach, you don't know, but I can tell you this. You go back and you look, this play. Oh, if he would have caught the ball in the end zone, or if they would have caught that pass on 3rd down, or if we had just stopped them that much on 4th down. But you go back and you have to check the emotions. Number one, Kentucky played last Thursday, and they lost in the game. And they came back and they knew they had to win. They had time to regroup. Whereas LSU last Saturday had an emotional win against Florida. You sort of get spent. Now, what happens? You come into a game like this, you're away from home, you get on top, and you say, let's just get the game over. Let's just end it up, we're ahead, and then all of a sudden momentum starts going away from you. Remember what happened to Oklahoma, Colorado? Same thing, have the lead, let's get it over with. All of a sudden momentum swings. Next thing you know, you lose.
I think that was a great point that you made, that Kentucky played last Thursday. They had a couple extra days, but going into overtime in this game, they had the fresher legs at the end. You looked at Kentucky, they had more spring in their legs. And not only that, Rich Brooks, take your hats off to him, congratulate him. What an excellent game plan that they had. Joker Phillips offensively, but putting that many points on this LSU defense, it's truly impressive.
LSU is in the top 5 in virtually every meaningful defensive category in the country, and LSU committed 12 penalties for over 100 yards in this game. Oddly enough, guys, it's the first time that a #1 team has lost in the regular season since 2003, when Oklahoma lost to Kansas State in the Big 12 championship game.